Hey guys. So I did just download that video and I'll check it out. I think when we get off of this, it's actually downloading right now. Glenarius, which I don't think I've ever listened to before. So that'll be new to me. So I'm excited about it. But anyway, what did you guys think? What did you think of Love Bites? What did you guys think of Bandmade? What were your initial thoughts? I'm intrigued. Well, there's new Bandmade and it's a tearjerker. Cool. Yeah, I didn't expect it. There's a guy named Hades, and Hades hit me up and he was like, dude, get your butt out of bed. You got a couple new videos to react to. So I jumped online real quick and I listened to them. I personally preferred the Love Bites one a lot. I thought the Love Bites video was really cool. The Bandmade one didn't really do it for me, which was kind of a bummer, but where are you at, 80? Man, my computer's slow today. It's still downloading your Glenarius video. Oh, okay, you're close. I think you're the same time zone. I'm in LA. What did you think of the Love Bites one? Are you a Love Bites fan as well? Got some new people jumping on. So, what did you guys all think about the videos? Clue me in. Tell me, did you like them? Did you not like them? Did you like one better than the other? It's funny, this thing reminds me of back in the days of AOL, where you jump on chat rooms and start to get to know people. I actually was on one of those AOL chat rooms when I was on the road with Stone Temple Pilots, and it was an STP room, and I told them, "Hey, I'm actually with the band in the bus," and nobody believed me. You didn't like either one, Polska. Okay, why? Clue me in. Filmed what, 80? Sorry. Oh, it looks like your driveway. I believe that actually. The Bandmade video, I'm assuming you're talking about. Yeah, yes. It's a cool looking video. I just I don't didn't really resonate with me. I thought it was too poppy personally. I thought it was kind of bland. Didn't do it for me. The Love Bites one was I don't know if you guys watched my reactions, if so, I don't want to repeat myself, but it hit me, it blindsided me. And then the opening, I was thinking about it, sounded a bit like Motorhead. You like the Love Bites 180? Yeah, I think I did too. The Baby Metal video is supposed to come Thursday morning, I've been told. So I'll try and get up and do that one right away when it drops. And hopefully it's awesome. The last Baby Metal video I thought was fantastic. Great lighting. Ex-lighting guy, sorry. Crazy set too in that Baby Metal video. Absolutely ridiculous. So so I guess we could start with Love Bites video. What did you guys take from it? Did you see influences? Did you hear my Motorhead thoughts on the intro? Do you think I'm nuts? You're not fully on board Love Bites. Why not, Polska? What are your contentions? Interesting to hear what you guys have to say. I do these videos and I wonder, do people think like me? I get yelled at sometimes. So the Bandmade one, I'm sure I'm going to get barked at a lot, but it really didn't do it for me. But it's a pop song and I'm not a pop guy, really. So, and then who are you on board with, Polska? Let's see. Who do you like a lot? Oh, it sounded more like Iron Maiden. That's interesting. I didn't hear any Iron Maiden. That's cool. And that neat. Same song. And people hear different stuff. I love it. Maniacs. Okay, cool, man. Very cool. Do you watch that guy's channel, the Russian fellow, Vladimir Vladimir Chupin. See, I think it's cool the guy uploads so much stuff. Seems like a decent dude too. So and baby metal, yeah, baby metal. Everybody loves their baby metal. That was my door opener. I still do like baby metal, of course. And the God, that's a tough name. Galneris is good. It's good video. You don't like symphonic rock that much. I do. Yeah, I do. I've been finding out I do. I didn't know I did, but I'm finding that I do. Maybe it's an older age thing. I don't know. Like Nightwish, I'm all about now. I think I would have liked him a lot though when I was younger. Yeah, that's that Vladimir guy. He goes to like every show. It's crazy. He must spend a lot of money. And then I just can't imagine flying around to see bands perform and then just sitting there on the phone like this the whole time to capture it. I don't know. It feels like it's good for me because I'm reacting to them, but I feel like it takes away from your opportunity to check the bands out. So I don't understand. I don't get why they do it so much. But Vladimir, it's obviously his hobby. So you're not a big Nightwish fan. Yeah, I don't know. I really, really like them. 62. Okay, I'm 45. I have a prediction BAND-MAID will be in Chicago in August or September. That would be cool. That would be very cool. I'd love to see them live and just see what it's like. Kind of get a vibe on what their presence is like. You know, a band completely changes when you get the opportunity to see them perform live. Ah, Chicago. I shot a film. I used to do film stuff. I didn't like it as much as music, but I did some film stuff, and I was in Chicago in December, and whoa, woo, that's cold, man. That's cold. And then I was bad. You know, you guys are so famous for your pizza, but I was all about the chicken wings in Chicago. They were fantastic. I gained like 12 pounds being there for like, I don't know, 2 months eating chicken wings every day. And I don't regret it. Yeah, amazing musicians in Chicago, if that's what we're still talking about. But yeah, I go to Kansas City sometimes too. And what's cool is Chicago, Kansas City, Dublin. You know, it doesn't matter what bar you walk into, they're going to be good. Lollapalooza is the first week of August. Riot Fest is in September 15th. See if they jump on the bill, is what you're thinking? Hey, happy birthday then. Very early. So being in Chicago, how did you find out about these bands? Was Baby Metal your door opener too, 80? Yeah, makes sense. And then I wonder if Love Bites and BAND-MAID made sure not to put their video out the same day as Baby Metal, or if it really matters. Personally, I don't think it would matter. It's not like you're watching a movie. You're watching a few minutes, so I don't know if it would make a difference. Oh, okay. You're like Sherlock Holmes over there, Polska. What was the last show you guys went to? Yeah, how'd you find Baby Metal? That could be interesting, Polska. For me, it was that they just, I was trying to do these reaction videos and trying to get my feet wet, understand how it all works. And so I got online in the morning to see like new videos that had been released. And one of them was this band called Baby Metal. And so I checked it out and I was just kind of floored. I didn't quite understand what I was watching, but I knew I liked it. And so from there, I started reacting to more J metal. And I don't know why. Maybe it's probably because people wrote in the comments, check this out, check that out. But I'm glad. And you became a really big fan. Right on. Bandmade, November 1st. Yeah, I'm trying to get a couple of the Guns guys on to see what they thought of performing with Bandmade in Japan. So I'm still working on that, but that would be really neat to see what their thoughts were, seeing them open up for them. I'll bet it was a great show. Can't link. Yeah, I jumped on this one pretty quick here because it's so late in Japan. So I was going to see if we could hit any of that Japanese audience before they went to sleep. I did a live one yesterday and I did it at 2 p.m., which was great for Europe. And I think it's pretty good for us here in the States, but I wasn't able to get anybody in Asia. So I'm trying to figure out how to do it all. Off topic. Off topic's totally cool. Duh, what do you got? But I have a man crush on Tommy Johansson. So in my eyes, you will never go wrong with more Tommy. I totally dig Tommy. I think he's great. I made that mistake of saying he reminded me a lot of Meatloaf. And people are like, oh, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like this. I was like, oh, okay, sorry. But it was cool when Tommy actually commented on one of the videos we did. If you look at the Twisted Sister video, you'll see his comments. And yeah, I think he's really great. What I like about him, his voice is awesome, but it's his personality. He's doing these cover songs, and I have done one original, but I've been reacting mostly to the covers, and you can see how much he's enjoying it, and I enjoy watching that. I like seeing him having fun with it all, and he kicks ass on it. Doesn't hurt. So I was going to go to San Diego and ended up in a wheelchair, and couldn't figure out the logistics. And then it got me scared off. I went nuts all on the fan cams. Okay, cool. Well, I hope you're up and about, man. That's my vid from the show. No God, House of Blues. Hey, cool, man. Thanks, Polska. Found Baby Metal when they first came out, but I got into them more last year. Okay. And so now you're diving deep. What is it? The foxhole. You're down the foxholes. So Polska, are you one of those guys at the concert that's holding up the camera the entire time? Do you put the camera down and like watch a bit of a song? How does that work? Because I actually didn't know, and I'm not a big concert goer. So when I was doing these interviews with the roadies, they were telling me like, no, you don't understand. Nobody puts a lighter in the air anymore. Like they don't. He goes, no, man, it's just straight cameras everywhere. I was like, that's interesting, because when I was touring, some of the bands didn't care about cameras, but most of them did, and they didn't want them there. So, boy, has time changed. Oh, so you only have the camera up for a little bit. Yeah, I'd wanna, like, after paying to get in, and it's not just the money, it's the opportunity to go. You can't go see them all the time. I would wanna suck it up as much as I could. I'd wanna get the full experience, and I wouldn't wanna have the camera in front of my face. So, I don't know, I wouldn't do it. I'll have to go to a show now and have the camera up and have somebody take a picture of me, and they'll be like, "Busted." So, what should be my next Tommy Johansson video, man? Because I haven't done any on him in probably a couple weeks. Oh, you go moshing and stuff, okay. I went moshing when I was a kid. There was a band called the Humble Gods that I used to hang out with. They kinda turned into the Cottonmouth Kings, if you know these bands and all. And so I was moshing and some guy clotheslined me and boy, did it. Man, he got me really good. So after that, I was like, no more moshing. I'm getting old. And then crowd surfing, believe it or not, I mean, I've been to so many shows. I've never done it. Never done it. Hades, there you are, man. I was mentioning you. Thank you, Hades, for cluing me in on these videos this morning. You do know the Cottonmouth Kings. Right on, man. Yeah, so I wanna say that was the first band I was hanging out with when I was, like, 17 years old, and, not all the guys, but this band, the Humble Gods, they would perform, and then the Cottonmouth Kings started to like form around that, and it was a good time, man. And then I don't remember. I think it was the Cottonmouth Kings. They were the house band at one of the bars on Sunset, and so I used to go there once a week, and that was really fun. That was good times. So cool guys, good band. Oh, dude, crowd surfing on a Slayer show. That's okay. Now we're talking. That'd be really neat. So I think I'm going to be bringing on here a good friend of mine. Do you know who Dr. No is, Polska? And the band Dr. No, Kyle is the singer and really was the band, in my opinion. Kyle wrote a song that Slayer covered. And so when I bring him on, we'll talk about that. But kind of neat, right? How cool would that be? Slayer sings your song. Whoa. What kind of a hat? A hat, you say? Bob with a hat on. Can't say I do, Joel. Yeah, I don't know if they're a household name, but they started a movement, I think I'm right, called Nardcore. So they're a punk band from California. I remember the days when people would sneak in an audio cassette recorder for a bootleg, and bands hated that. And I totally remember that too, Jeff. There's some great picture of this guy. He's got the little bitty shorts on and no shirt, and he's holding up that radio, sort of like the Fishbone song in that movie. He's recording, and it's a cool video. It's a cool photo. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it comes across Facebook so much. You remember getting the bootlegs, man, how hard it was before there was YouTube and checking them out. I had some great bootlegs. Actually, Chicago, there's an amazing one of Bob Marley singing in Chicago. It was his most famous bootleg, I think Santa Barbara and Chicago. And I want to say that the Chicago one was bootlegged so much I think they made an album out of it just because it was already out there everywhere. Killer performance. Bob Marley was another one, like, I didn't love him. I didn't until I heard some of those live albums, and then I was like, "Aha, this is what it's about, man. This is a totally different vibe. It's cool." I don't know how we go from Band-Maid to Bob Marley, but hey. So what did you guys think of the Love Bites video? I liked it. And, what were your guys' initial reactions? Was there anybody here, that did not like it? We got a meh. I got one meh, but anybody did not like it? Yeah, how do you crowd surf with a hat on and you didn't lose it? With a baseball cap? Like it was tied on your noggin? Keep practicing. Alone, She's Gone. Okay, so these are Tommy Johansson, I think. So Alone, She's Gone, Circle of Life, any of the Steelheart or Heart covers. Disney Ton, where I blend Disney with Sabaton lyrics are fun. Wow, that's kind of nutty. That's Tommy who did that? Duh. You cruised with a fedora on and you didn't lose it? That's amazing. Disney with Sabaton. I wonder who came up with that. What an interesting mix. They got to do music videos. Mickey Mouse in the heat of battle. I, for one, enjoyed the new Love Bites video. The new album is fantastic. I agree, Rob. I thought it was a cool video too. Like I said in the thing, it kind of hit me. It blindsided me. I didn't expect her to be wearing like a sweater and them all just hanging out and chilling. There was a lot of smiles, which was nice. I think they were having fun with that song, which was cool. It's also interesting then if they were just hanging out and having fun, why they chose to pick that song for the next release. So it is interesting to me. And then the last track that they released, Judgment Day, was just so huge. So we went from this crazy huge video to this chill in the studio video, which was a interesting choice for me. And I think I like that choice. It kind of shows you that there's different elements to the album, but at the end of the day, maybe it is meant just to be listenable and hang out and have fun listening too. So means I blend. No, I got you, Dahlia. I got you. So yeah, I'll check that out. I don't know. I think Tommy's cool. That was a surprise to me. I didn't quite know him, and then they're like, "You should." The guy, he comes out with a new song every week. I'm all, really? So there's a whole ton. I guess I'll have to listen to, but I bet he's a good dude. I heard about the pre-album drop. Yeah, I didn't do it, and I don't think I will because for me, it's kind of interesting to hear them for the first time reacting to the video. I am eager to hear these stuff sometimes, so it's a bit of a wait. But at the other side, I mean, if I get to do the reaction video, I don't want to have already listened to the track because it's lame, right? It's kind of, I don't know, it's cheating if you say you did, but it's more interesting to check it out for the first time. So I'm eager when they start to do it, like Monoskin when they release their album, they do all these lyric videos, and so I did them all in one day. It was awesome. I loved them. Disney Ton. Okay. Look out for some Disney Ton. I'll check it out, dog. I'll check it out. What else do we got to say? We got any feelings on I've asked about Love Bites a couple times, but anybody have any feelings on the Band-Maid video? Oh, no way. His girlfriend holds the camera and the rest is him. They do a really good job of it. It looks pretty pro, but the guy spent quite a bit of time in the studio, so he's able to maybe know how to set it up and whatnot. But again, I think why I like it is the guy's having a lot of fun. And I think that's what music should be about most of the time. Profound statements are cool, like Sabaton comes out with some great stuff. It's a little bit of a history lesson, and I'm enjoying that too. Honestly, I got to see the video more times to have an opinion about it. I'm too busy driving at work this morning. Yeah, that makes sense, Polska, to digest them. And I found that a few times here where my initial reaction to stuff was like not so great. And then listening to it again, it like builds on you. Sort of like the Big Lebowski. A little bit of another tangent. I don't know. Did anybody love that the first time? Because I didn't. It took me like this, probably the second or third time. Same with the Step Brothers, man. I did not like that movie the first time. And then the second time I was diehard on it. So I guess the same can go with music if you're open to listening to it a couple times. So I definitely need to listen to Love Bites again because for the first half of the song, I think my head was trying to wrap around what I was listening to. Did you listen to the Bandmade song as well, Rob? I do love your videos. Hey, thanks, Polska. I'm glad you put them out. Baby Metal's monochrome is awesome, and it reminds me of Pink Floyd Dogs. Oh, yeah, the Dogs of War with that great guitar solo, kick butt. I threw the word great in there. Just did that for you, Polska. Hades, Love Bites has other songs like that. Warning Shot and Raise Some Hell. I don't know if I know Raise Some Hell. I might have to look into that. I feel like I don't. I do know Warning Shot. Raise Some Hell. I have to check on that. I don't know. Sounds lame. I don't know right off the bat, but I've done so many of these videos in such a short amount of time. I do get mixed up a little, but that doesn't sound familiar to me. So it's a good one. Yeah, I'll give it a go. My pen here. What do we got? Disneyton and Raise Some Hell. Cool. Yeah, well, see, I can only stay on for so long today because it's the bartender's birthday at my local bar, and I'm going to go say hello for lunch. It's a tough day at the office, guys. Other than Bandmade not telling me they were going to film it in my driveway. He lives in Arizona, guys, if you didn't catch that. So I had tears. I would sing their praises at a sound check and love it through. Right on, man. Love it though. Sorry, and love it though. Well, I'm glad it resonates with you so well. I'm sure that was their intention. So if they read that, they'd be happy. I've been asked, I keep doing all these ladies performing a lot of the bands, but it's not like a male or a female thing. It's a kick butt thing. And a lot of these female J metal bands are freaking amazing, which is why I've been jumping on them. I have been trying to do a little bit of fellas in there, but dude, I think the ladies are the ones just crushing it right now. So I'm a big Nemophila fan. I really do enjoy their videos. I hope they come out with something soon that's new because I love them. So have I reacted to Angelina Jordan? No, I've never heard of her. She's only 16, 17, and has the jazz voice of a woman in a smoky bar, but she's a lot better. Think Amy Winehouse and even better. All right, I'll try her out and see where it's going. There was one I did today. I released it today, I think. And that guy is awesome. It sounds like a ballad or not a ballad, like a Motown hit or something, and it's a new song. It's really cool. I am prolific. Yeah, thanks for the content, New Mexico. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of these, but I figure go hard or go home, right? But it's not just that. I'm not just trying to throw up a bazillion amount of content. I'm really having fun with all of it. And I think if you really want to spend time getting to know, I'm going to say a genre because Nightwish is a new genre for me. J metal is a new genre for me. I have the time so I can jump into it deep and really get a feeling of it all. And luckily, for me at least, I'm enjoying it. So, Angelina Jordan. Yeah, the last band that was younger was The Warning that I was listening to. Are any of you fans of The Warning? I'm becoming one. I think they're really good. Try some Crypta. Okay, I don't know that one. I don't know if I'll get to all these, but I'll try. Go drink with your bartender. I got a little bit of time, Polska. It's only 9:30 in the morning here, but I am going to go there probably for lunch and say hi. No, no one better to drink with. It's true. It's true. So it's a good place to have lunch. There's a crowd. There's a dude who cruises in who was the musical director for Michael Jackson. And he's in there all the time. Super good dude, man. I really enjoy his company. But he did the victory tour for the Jacksons, and his resume is amazing. So I usually go if he's in there, I hang out and have a word with that guy. He's a cool cat. The people you meet in life. Bandmade is and will stay number one for me. Love Bites and a few others being close to number two. But honestly, releasing their music video the same day that Love Bites' second missile was a very bad idea, in my humble opinion. That's interesting, Doc, because I was just saying, does it matter? I don't know if you were online yet or not. But I don't know if it does. And I say that just because it's not like a movie release where a movie release is hours long and we can only watch so many movies unless you're really into it. These are only 5-minute tracks. So my thinking was it did it help either one? Now I'm watching, or I was before we logged on to see who's listening to my reaction videos. And this was the first time where I literally, thanks to Hades, jumped on immediately and did it the second they dropped. I tried to get it out as quick as possible just to see what would happen. My Love Bites one went really fast and Bandmade was trailing. And so I'm wondering, and this is just for me, I wouldn't say this was, it could be different on the web level, which would be easy. We should just look to see how many downloads or not downloads, but streaming responses they have thus far, which I did not do. But which one's doing better? If they're head to head, then it will tell you that releasing it the same day didn't really make a difference. If one's farther than the other, then yeah, chose a poor day. So maybe if one of you guys don't mind checking it out right now, let's see who's has more streaming right now. Because I feel like both bands are about the same plane of success. I may be wrong, but I think so. So the Nemophila vocalist has an awesome voice and she has a great rasp, and I could not agree more, Polska. I think she's really awesome. Joel, check out Juna. I believe I have. I think Juna's cool. So I'll do more of that, but I do believe I have. So it is strange. It certainly feels like Pony Canyon tried to do something. Yeah. Pony Canyon is the video and BAND-MAID, the location. Nemophilia does interviews. That was a question, by the way. Nemophilia does interviews with the reactors sometimes. You should try and reach out. I guess I could. I haven't tried to reach out. So when I was doing my interviews, I was doing them all with roadies and then some of the rock stars I was friends with. Towards the end, I said that like I'm never going to do one again, but I am being picky now. It's just so much work. A lot of the people were publicists, so they were asking me to do it. But the problem with the publicists and stuff was it's better when I know these guys because I can ask them questions that people don't know because it's a fun story. So I wouldn't mind chatting with some of these people and getting to know them a little bit better. But thus far, nobody's reached out to me. Pony Canyon is a band-made label. Oh, I did not know that. Okay, so that's the name of the. Okay, cool. Nomophilia does interviews with reactors, so we just read that. But if BAND-MAID had released on Friday it's Baby Metal music video, and it's a bad idea for them then. Possibly agree with that one. BAND-MAID is so much, Baby Metal is so much bigger. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you might trail because if, for example, you watch the new Baby Metal video and the new Baby Metal video and the YouTube thing led you to the new BAND-MAID video, I would definitely watch it. I think you would too. I don't know, Hades. I know I think you said earlier, you're not a massive fan of BAND-MAID, but did you check it out? Did you go watch it, Hades, or no? Joel, check out Ant Music Channel. He does an awesome BAND-MAID parodies. Oh, no way, really? Okay. Yeah, that might be kind of interesting. I didn't know anybody was doing that. You saw it. And what did you think, Hades? You're still like, you like him or are you still whatever? Sorry, I want to write down this Ant music. I want to see a parody. I think that could be fun. What did you guys think on the Love Bites? Did you prefer this video or did you guys prefer Judgment Day? Not that you have to pick, but you've seen better songs from them. Yeah, that was my feeling as well. The problem is I don't know. It's like, well, what are you expecting? It's like, I don't know. I'm expecting to have my emotions run rabid. So and then I know when I don't like them, I'm like, oh God, the comments are gonna just be so mean. Gotta be tough, if it was in a big band, you release your video and now it's instantaneous or people like me are reacting to it within like, I don't know, I was probably within 15 minutes of its release. So you're sitting there like, ooh, before you'd have to wait for the newspaper for some guy to rip you apart. I need moderators. I'll volunteer. Polska, I don't know how that works. Sure. Yeah, sure, man. Let me know. I could use any help. When I first started again with the interviews, I had interns. I had some college students and I just didn't like it. And one of the guys flat out told me I don't like music. And I'm like, who doesn't like music? He's like, I don't like music. And I'm thinking, I've never heard anybody say that to me. You're the devil. I don't like this kind of music. I don't like that kind of music, but I don't like music. And he said it like he was proud of it. So I'm like, ugh. And then another one, the guy was spelling every name wrong. He spelled the Beatles wrong and Neil Diamond wrong. And I said to him, I'm like, dude, we're like a music channel. You got to at least spell the names right. Just do a quick Google search. And he's like, no, I didn't. And I'm like, all right. And that was it. So I was like, no more interns. So having somebody who's not 18 and doesn't care might be interesting, might be helpful, Polska. The one thing I've really want to try and figure out is I want to be able to respond at least to some people on the comments and not just like, yeah, right on, cool, thanks, bro. Just like actually respond like I give a crap, which is why I'm trying to do more of these live videos so I can interact with you guys and show that I actually care. And I don't know how to do that. So if I had somebody responding, that's stupid. It's not me. So I don't know how to work that. There's like 7 hours of BAND-MAID's videos on Ant Music Channel. Holy crap. Okay. It's a heck of a lot, man. Yeah, honestly, then if there's some just straight bandmate, I've probably already been on there. I was looking at Vladimir's, which I mentioned Vladimir earlier. I was looking at his a little bit because he doesn't mind me using his videos. He actually said thanks, which was cool, and so I did a few of his videos, and I think that's neat that the guy's working so hard and trying to do the best he can with these videos, and he loves the band and everything. So I like that. Be cool to get him on here. I should reach out to that dude. Tell him to come hang out sometime. We should all pretend we don't like Bandmate. He'll be like, ah. Although I did go to a Russian restaurant last week. I could tell him about that. It was great, by the way. Nestor is not from the 80s, but they produce 80s rock. Okay, cool. Cobra Spell is like 80s. It's interesting that the 80s metal scene has had this like massive resurgence, it seems, with a lot of these bands and all of us liking it. Maybe it's because more of us people who were listening to music in the 80s are jumping on YouTube more and more. Because I guess I'm being told that Facebook is like dying, which or dead. I don't know. I still get on there. So I was like, they are? I didn't know. And I don't know how to use the other stuff. So like Twitter and Instagram, I don't use any of that. I don't really. It's too much. There's too much of this. Mega Dog. Yes. That's all I have to say. Yes. He makes full-on parody movies. Oh, really? I'm intrigued. I don't know if I could well, I can react for an hour. Maybe I'll give that a go. I did one long one. It was Måneskin. Do we have any Måneskin fans on here? I don't think I've had anybody jump on who was a Måneskin fan yet. And, you're doing great. English is you're crushing it. You're fine. Don't worry. But, with the Måneskin, when this lady asked me to react to them hanging out backstage, I was, like, playing basketball. It was, like, an hour and a half of it too. So, have I heard of Bloody Wood? No, no. Good stuff? Right click on a name, it'll bring up 3 dots, open it on the bottom, and it'll make a moderator. So what does that mean, Polska? What does a moderator do? I'll have to read and understand that because I don't know what that is. Oh, I would need 2 windows open. Reddit. That's interesting. So the only thing I know about Reddit is they came out with some blurbs that like messed up the stock market. GameStop, and that's all I really know about Reddit. So, and I feel like somebody told me that I'm on Reddit for baby metal reactions, which I didn't know what that means. So, but I just got onto Discord recently. I don't know, Hades. It might have been you who told me to get onto Discord, and that I like because I can talk directly to the baby metal fans and just be like, "How am I doing?" Too, this is Reddit and social media. Is that you? Say I. I never knew it. I don't get it, 80. Sorry, unless you're talking to one of these guys. Okay, so we got quite a few people on here now. So, anybody want to talk about anything other than Love Bites and Bandmade? If so, jump in. I was asking if there was any Måneskin fans here because we haven't talked to any Måneskin fans on any of these chats. Oh, I recently opened a Love Bites Discord, and you're welcome to join. Hades, just hit me up on the thing you hit me up on this morning, and I'll hop on for sure, man. Måneskin. Oh, no, is that how you say it? No, I say it incorrectly, and I've been getting yelled at lately, which is true. They're like, "You've done like 100 videos and you don't know how to say the name right." Totally, totally true. But it's like Monoskin, something like that. But it's hard. It's a tough one for me. I saw Visions of Atlantis Sunday. Cool. Very cool. I think it's like Mon, Moneskin. But I like them. I think they're really great. I like again, I was saying with the Japanese, I prefer it when they sing in Japanese, and it's the same with Måneskin. I love the Italian songs so much more, but they're crushing it in these English speaking songs. So fortunately or unfortunately, I think you're going to hear a lot more English stuff. So the mods watch over chats and links. Okay. And then what? People who post bad stuff, you just 86 them. I don't know if I have a lot. I did see in the beginning there was one and it was like, click here for free hot dogs. So I I don't know what it really said. It was probably something porn related, but I got rid of that one. Yeah, what I do usually, I was just scroll through and I try to look for links, and then I can take those links and react to them. In the beginning, I relied on all of those because I didn't know what to react to. I didn't know any of these bands or anything. And so they were really helpful. And people like Hades here, thank you, Hades, really sent me some awesome stuff to check out. It really got me going. And I appreciate that because I was like on the edge of my seat because all these bands that were new to me, they were just so very, very good. And there's still some like Asterism, if you guys haven't heard of them. So talented. And I haven't reacted to them lately. Now there's just a lot of them for me to go through, but in the beginning, I'm like clueless, not knowing anything. It's funny. Last night, I was talking to this guy named Kevin. Kevin's a bro. I know him through the Discord as well, and he's also a Patreon member. He's a really good dude, and he was talking to me about God, where was I going here? My phone just beeped and totally I lost my train of thought. But Kevin was Discord. I don't know. It'll come to me. But anyway, Kevin's bro. The second Hound Soul's music reacts as a signed guitar raffle helped them out. Okay, I remember now. Guys, yeah, go check them out for a guitar raffle. It's for charity, especially. Go give it a go. Hand Souls. So there you go, Mega. Yeah, so what he was talking to me about, no, almost forgot it again. There was this young lady in college, and she was saying how she enjoy your coffee, Polska. How she'd never heard Guns N' Roses Appetite, so she's listening to it. And I'm thinking, like, how? I don't believe it. I think it's crap. There's no way you could have never heard Guns N' Roses before. There's no way you could have never heard AC/DC before. So that's why with some of these, I would start watching. I'm like, this is just dumb because I don't believe it. Anyway, with her, Kevin said watch 2 secs because she does say in the beginning she just knew the first. She knew Paradise and she knew Sweet Child, and I was like, oh well, that I might believe. So her reaction was to the whole record. But it's interesting now. It's become this whole thing of seeing if people are real or not. So Monoskin is pronounced. Okay. Monoskin. Is that better, Da? Monoskin. Monoskin. Let me just make sure it's not a business call. Oh. I'm a landlord by is what I do for work, and so I have a vacancy right now, which is always a pain in the butt because I need to try and get people in the hot seat, or not in the hot seat. I need to try to get them in there so I can make my living. So that's what I'll be doing when I jump off of this. It's tough trying to get tenants. Oh, it's rough. Mods can give people the boot. I don't know. I've had a couple. I wanted to reply to them when people insult me, which I guess is what you would do is give them the boot. But I found some of them really funny. So, but I've been told not to respond because it's called trolling. So I was like, oh, all right. But someone wrote the other day that my voice was irritating too. And I wanted to write back, trust me, my mom, my girlfriend, the mailman, they all agree. There are two bands from a label called Caffeine Bomb, Dizzy Sunfist and Hey Smith. The front smaller bands from the Japanese scene like Hanabi. I've been told to react to Hanabi quite a few times. I don't believe I have. I have to take a look and see. The hard part was with some of these smaller bands. So like some of them I don't care. I've done this, so I say this a lot, but I love Ningen Isu. I love Maximum the Hormone. And then there's a Chinese band called Voodoo Kung Fu. And actually, Maximum the Hormone gets great react. They're quite a big audience. I do okay with those. But with like Ningen, so I know I'm not going to get a lot of people watching. With Voodoo Kung Fu, no one's going to watch. And I don't really care because I like them a lot. And so I don't mind. But it's difficult if I get a whole roster of these smaller bands that nobody listens to. I'm just going to sink into oblivion. So, right. I remember looking that up, Da, what Monoskin, because someone asked me and I checked it out. But I say man, I keep doing it. Moon. Maximum the Hormone did a concert here in Barcelona. Hell yeah, that would be awesome. Past summer, that was crazy show. I believe it. They're really, really great. I thoroughly enjoy watching them. They're all over the place with their video. I don't know what they're gonna do next. They're having fun. I believe it's the drummer is the sister of one of the singers. Is that correct? So I don't know. There's just a whole fun aspect to it. I was told they pulled tons off because they got their record deal, so it made it difficult for guys like me to find new stuff. But I don't know. I think they're great, Maximum the Hormone. I think they're going to become bigger and bigger too, internationally. Super talented, cool stuff. On the Edge. They'd be fun to do a quick interview with. And Abby Lee, we love sweets. Okay, cool. Honestly, I'll have to go back and check it out. I don't even remember. It sounds bad, doesn't it? I knew the name because people keep asking me to do that, to do them. Yeah, there's a few that just kind of a guitaric spin is one, I'd like to do more from them. They just kind of like fall off my radar and I like them. So it's difficult now because God, there's a lot of music on YouTube. So I'm trying now just to release like 3 a day and then I can get some of my time back because I want to start working on my second book. But there's only so much time to be able to do all these things. So I was working on it and then I stopped because I'm working on this so much. So gonna try and figure out how to make it all work together in between going to the bar for the bartender's birthday, which I hope you guys understand. So you're in Barcelona, huh? I went to Barcelona a while back and man, I loved it. Beautiful city, good food, cool people like Hades. So I think I'll log off of this, guys, and we'll give it 15 minutes. We'll do 1 hour, and then I'll get on with my day. And you guys can get on with whatever you guys got going, depending on where you are at in the world. Anybody else here like Barcelona? See, that's not how you say it either, right? It's Barcelona, Barcelona. Are you a big Hanabi fan then, 80? If you want to put the link up, Mega, people can find that link for the guitar raffle. You can put it in the comments, I suppose. I think one of the members are Swedish. Perhaps the name is Måneskin. I think they're all Italian in Måneskin. I don't think anybody's Swedish. Maybe by lineage. Hanarbi started as a cover band of Maximum the Hormone. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. Yeah, Maximum. I haven't even done it where I've had people react to it that I'm bringing on. So I need to do that. Maybe the next person I bring on, I'll see what they think of Maximum the Hormone. I was going to do it in Ninganisu, and the guest that I'm releasing at the end of this week, his name's Bobby Lee, and I am now. Nice. But I don't know, we ran out of time, but I wanted him to check out Ninganisu. Those guys are awesome. What'd you guys think of is it Pink Black? I did one of their videos. I was told they're huge, but I did not like it. Yeah, I don't know how to do it either, Mega, but I don't know. People can find it maybe. 25 small bands. That's a lot. The nice thing with small bands is you can go see them play for next to nothing. and go support them, which they actually appreciate. So that's cool. And it's really fun when one of those little bands becomes huge. Do I like the Misfits? Oh yeah. Glenn Danzig's a man. Did you guys see that Mother one that I put up here? This lady singing Mother? It was great. Fascinating bunch of genres. Yeah, it is. It's just that, if you start doing a little bit of digging, which is fun, we all did that at points in our lives, you'll find so much awesome stuff. Blackpink, yeah, I did not like that song I listened to. I was just wondering what you guys thought. Radkey, Misfits Reborn. Yeah, all right, I'll try them out. Feature an item that I have for sale. Hmm. I don't even know. I've been trying to chill out on all the selling of the stuff. I mean, it was crazy. I was like a big dealer for quite a while. So, like, I've done eBay. I've sold so much on eBay. It's crazy. I've done over $1 million on eBay sales. And so I'm just trying to get rid of my inventory. I don't want to do it as much anymore. I'm just burned out on all of it. With the memorabilia at the auctions and stuff, things changed a little bit. The company I worked with a lot got bought by a different company, so I'm not doing it as much. So I do have stuff for sale, but not crazy. I was actually going to do a reality show. My partner was going to be eBay. And the idea was I take memorabilia and we talk about it, we find cool stuff. Some of you guys are new. I'm a memorabilia dealer. And instead of us just telling you what the item's worth, which a lot of us are bored at now, this is great. It's worth $1 million. And you're like, no, it isn't. And you argue all night. I put it up on eBay. You can bid on it. You can buy it. So that was going to be what the show was going to be about. It did not work out. eBay had different intentions. They're trying to compete with Amazon. They want you to go to eBay and they want you to buy like toilet paper instead of just odd tchotchkes that are hard to find. So the show kind of didn't work out, but it was in the works. It was in the works. So three black brothers out of Kansas City. Young guys are probably 25 at the oldest. Okay. Kansas City has some great music. Yeah, there was also talk, Mega, with the same reality show company that was putting it together with me. They were saying that maybe we could do some more podcasts because this one's going pretty good, right? And it would be a memorabilia related one, possibly a property one. I'm a big investor, property investor, that kind of stuff. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but you may just get your what you're wishing for, Mega. I do enjoy the memorabilia, and there is a lot to know about it. I hate it when people get ripped off, and it's so often. So it would be interesting to talk about with everyone. Sounds like Glenn Danzig. Nice. The thing with Danzig, did you hear that album that he did where he did all the Elvis covers? I was so excited to listen to that, and I thought it was so bad, Polska. Kind of blew me away. But I just had a Danzig roadie on recently where we went through some tracks. Actually, that's the one where I did the cover of Mother from this lady. I don't remember her name, but super good. You collect stuff, Mega? What I like about me, thank you, is that we get heard and get a response. When you grow bigger, you'll not have time or be able to keep up. Well, I feel that that's the time where your Patreon comes in handy because you're not getting such a huge flow. Also, I recognize some of the names already from you guys. What do you guys call them? Your little names? Little names. I don't know, your handles. I recognize the handles already. And so I would assume that you would scroll through and you'd respond more to those people whose names you know. But yeah, it's tough because you don't want to leave people out. When I was a kid, I wrote to Henry Rollins. Henry Rollins had an AOL uh, name, and I don't remember what I wrote. It was probably like, I think you're Nito, man. He is Nito. And he always responded, always. And it'd be quick. It'd be like, can't do it today, but keep up the good work, brother. Whatever he'd say, like little inspirational Henry Rollins quotes. If we don't know Henry Rollins, he's very awesome. I hope you guys all do. And I loved the fact that he would respond to me. I thought it was so neat. I was probably like 10 years old. And so I don't I'd love to be that guy who can personally respond to everybody on everything. I think it was for me, it was very meaningful. I talk about it in my book, but when I was touring with STP, the people I would bring backstage, I would bring little kids. I'd bring a little kid and one of their parents to come check out a few songs, or 2 songs is what I would do, and then I would bring them back to the audience. And I thought that was a great idea because what if one of those kids became a big rock star and it was because of some roadie guy who took the time to bring him on the stage? And that was one of my favorite things to do, and I did it at almost every concert I worked at, unless the concert was just crazy testosterone nutty crowd, then I just didn't have the time, but, I like that idea. I like the interaction idea, so anyway, I won't ignore anybody but you, Da. Yeah, I would I don't know. I mean, that was what because I did that other one and I said, what would makes a reactor good? And that was what it was, is one of them said to have everybody respond. But if I went through all those comments and responded, it would take me more time than I can spend. So there's a way. It will all work itself out, is what I'm thinking. And the Patreon's easy because I don't know. I got like 5 people or something. So when people on there write, I can get back to them pretty quickly. So well, I think we're winding down, guys. We got to give us 3 more minutes here. I think we'll do a solid hour. So if anybody has any closing arguments as to the Love Bites or Band-Maid video, throw them out there. Rollins has a great spoken word. All of it. I love his spoken word. That's actually what made me a fan. It was not the Black Flag singing, it was his spoken word stuff. Getting a letter and having Tom Waits answer it for him. That's cool. I've never heard that one. I got to check that out. Thank you. I don't know what the one I liked was the spoken word on it's called Think Tank, and it's with When a Man Loves a Woman, Michael Bolton. And he talks about Michael Bolton. It's so funny. It's really good. I don't know what makes a reactor good, because the ones that get most success are the ones that overreact the most and fake it, and it's really obvious. I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree. I haven't watched as many of these reaction videos as you. I tested the waters a little bit on a few of them when I was like trying to figure out what it even means, and I didn't like the ones I heard very much. So, Joy Formidable. Mm-mm. Liquid lunchtime. It's coming. It's coming. Got 2 hours. If you ever will visit Gothenburg, Sweden, let me know. I would love to visit Gothenburg, Sweden. That would be super cool. I've actually never been to that part of the world. So one of these days, and I will, man, we'll have a pint together. That would be fantastic. I'm gonna have to look up Gothenburg now and see what kind of cool stuff is there. Joel, the Joy for Metal Bowl is a 3-piece out of Wales, and they're the loudest rock and roll band ever. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll tell you guys one fun last story here. So I was out with STP, and we were at the Hard Rock in Las Vegas, which is a small room. And Sabaton and Gothenburg. Okay, sure. I'm in. And so we did sound check in there, and my boss at the time was a big AC/DC fan. And so we turned up AC/DC so loud. I had my ear things in and my hands over my ear, and it was still the loudest thing I've ever heard. The room shook so much that one of the guitars like fell off the wall and all the shit was falling from the ceiling. And we actually had hotel security come into the room because people were complaining. The people in the gambling areas were thinking it was an earthquake. And that's the loudest I've ever heard. But we put our full show rig in that tiny little theater. And it was AC/DC, which I'm like huge fan of. That was a cool moment, man. It was a cool one. Now you'd be laughing at me, all you guys. If somebody's in a bar and they're putting a violin, like I put in earplugs, man. I take the napkin, I shove it in my ears because I can't hear as it is. I'm the worst guy in the room always, and so I'm trying to protect what like little bit of hearing I have left. Well, we're at the 1 hour mark, so yep, I think I'm gonna run. But that was fun. I enjoyed talking to all you guys, and I'll do another one of these soon, and we'll all get to chat more. So, I've ever been in a good earthquake. Two in Italy, one in California. I was here in California when we had the what we call the big one, which I want to say was in '93 or '94. And I don't know. Earthquakes don't bother me that much. I mean, the destruction part's terrible, but as far as freaking out, the ones in California aren't that crazy usually. So you're all good on the voice of text. I don't think we even noticed, Polska. Anyway, drive carefully. Everybody, I'll talk to you all soon. I'll figure out a date and a time that's good to do these. I did 2 o'clock yesterday, my time, which worked out okay. But I got to look at the first. The first one I did just off the cusp was the one I got the most people logging on. So I have to see what time that was. So thank you, Mega. You'd be cool too, man. And I'll talk to all you guys soon. Thank you very much. Everyone, have a good one.